The Flesh and Blood Blitz-a-thon was absolutely amazing. And if you missed it, it's no big deal. You can check it out on Flesh and Blood's YouTube channel. And I just have so many things that I want to talk about that they did amazing with. So my name is Bronson, and I like to be critical. I like to look at things about Flesh and Blood and what Legend Story Studios does, and I like to nitpick and all this stuff. And I can honestly say I would feel absolutely dirty. I would feel very dirty if I did that, because at the end of the day, everything that I wanted that was on my Christmas list, Bronson got. And I was so happy to see all the nice things that were in this stream. So let me play it out for you. So they started this stream, and it was about, I think, what is it? It's around 4:30 my time, 4:30 in the U.S. And I just got back from an event. I just took a nap real quick and woke up and started watching. And instantly it's just awesome. Like you had really good commentators, and they were talking a little bit, and you had James White talking, and he was giving his opinions about different things, which I really liked. That was an awesome opening. And then all of a sudden you get the match, right? And the match was like a high level top down view of the whole the playmats, and you could see Chris Gearing and Jason Chung playing like really competitively in competitive decks. And it was so cool. I don't know. I hadn't really seen that before. I guess maybe I haven't looked around YouTube enough to find great pro player videos of people who mastered this game. But the level of play was just unlike anything I've ever seen. It was so cool. And just seeing the people who developed the game playing against each other with like really interesting decks was awesome to watch. And not only that, what was awesome is they gave away prizes after like every 30 minutes. It was either a playmat or a cold foil hero. And those things are like, I don't know, those playmats can get up to be $100 range, and the cold foil heroes, geez, I don't even know what those are worth. I mean, these are pretty good prizes. Like they were a significant prize to win, which was awesome. And just the way the games progressed. So it was a method where it was, if you won, then you got to stay on, and someone else came, a new challenger, and you'd be a king, and they'd have to dethrone you by winning the game. So whoever won got to stay, and losers had to go. And it was just really awesome seeing like new challengers come up, and all throughout the stream, Legend Story Studios says, "Hey, vote now. Who do you think's gonna win?" And all those points got accumulated for like who won the playmat, I believe, or the cold foil hero. But it was just so well executed, that structure, and trying to see different heroes, and the variety of heroes. So it wasn't a situation where you only had like 50% dash players and 25% bravo. No, it was a huge variety. I mean, we got to see Shiana play. Like I've never even seen that hero play. Like I've never seen anybody play that deck, and it was really cool to watch. I mean, it did all right, and I'm sure it could have drawn better. But oh geez, just the I won't spoil what happened in that, but it was just hilarious what the player was doing, and how everything unfolded, and oh my god. And oh, what was awesome too is Jane, what is it, Cavdeen, right? The guy who has the beating heart, the merchant hero, he was played too by James White. Like like there's so many little things that they did to make it interesting. Like there's so many parts. They were just awesome. And James actually did amazing with him. And he actually showed, hey, this is how you play him. Like and I believe that's a good way of playing Cavdeen the Merchant, which is you want to prolong the game as much as possible and use his hero ability every turn. So they lose a life, you gain a life, and that's like a 2 point swing every turn. As long as you can prolong the game, yeah, you can do it. And he was very close to beating Matt Rogers for what is it, his warrior deck, which is, oh man, it was just amazing. Just everything I wanted. I wanted to see the developers. I wanted to see the community, and I wanted to see really high level play. And I think another real pro move that they did is when a king got dethroned, they were like, hey, dude, go on into the sound booth, talk to the people who were watching this on YouTube, and give them your thoughts. So not only would they say, hey, this is how my game went, and oh, I should have done this move versus that move, and this is what my opponent played, and I should have thought more into this. You can actually see that they're thinking through their moves of the past game, and you really saw that mindset of how can I get better, how can I improve, what should have I done better. And at the end of the day, Flesh and Blood is very strategic, and they're just trying to figure out how to better suit their strategies for different players and different heroes. But what's awesome is just seeing how into it they are, and the complex level of strategy. And something I saw a lot is people didn't really understand much what was going on. It was kind of hard. You couldn't what is it like see what the cards were, like the text. But at the end of the day, guys, like it was no big deal. Like I didn't know too much what the cards, what was happening as much, like 100% of the time, and I didn't know what the commentators were saying 100% of the time. But what was awesome is I was learning. I learned a ton from watching the stream and listening to the people who were actually playing the game. So they would take the people who were in the game, like the Kings. So you had like what is it, Chris Gehring and Matt Rogers, and right when Matt Rogers got dethroned, they would say, hey, Matt, go talk to the YouTubers. And he went in, and he was on the stream talking about his game, and then he commentated for other games, which was amazing because he would say, oh, well, this player is in this position and they're thinking about this, and they are unsure if they want to make this move, and if they really knew what the other player was, they would do this. We'll see if this is a good move or not. And that level of commentation was amazing, because when those players are playing this game nonstop, they are the best types of commentators, and it was just very interesting to listen to what they had. And not only that, so the games progressed like that throughout the rest of the night, and at the end the grand prize was announced. I believe there are two grand prizes. So one was a rainbow hero, one of each rainbow hero, which was awesome, and that's like $200. And then what's crazy is someone won this one playmat. I forgot what. I think it's Enlightened Strike playmat, and there's only like 15 in the world or something. That's insane. Ah, man, that is it's a great prize, man. Say, hey, I have one of 15 of these playmats out there in the world, and I don't know if that's like currently the number that have been giving out, and you were now one of 15, and maybe more playmats will be given out in the future. But it will still have a low print run, like 200, but they're like giving them out like as events progress. Who knows? But it's awesome to have like a very rare playmat as a grand prize. So overall, I'm just really happy, and I could nitpick, I could get into things, but I'm not, because honestly, I really would feel really dirty doing that, because at the end of the day, they put on a great show. They stream this thing, and no matter what comments you have for them, you have to admit that they tried to make some real community event happen, and they really pulled it off. I mean, this was not some big shot corporate event, and where all these things are, you have these. It didn't feel weird like that. It didn't feel like a big corporate like PR, like, oh, let's plug all these things, and let's plug that, let's plug the Monarch product, let's plug the unlimited set that's coming out, buy now at your local store, do this, do that. Like, there was no plugging at all. Not that I saw. It was more of a, hey, this is our birthday party. We're happy that Flesh and Blood has been around for a year. Great things to come in the future. But let's just be happy and celebrate where we are. Because I feel like other events out there, it's just been like people just plugging things, and just things have been, it just feels very weird. But this just felt very natural, very cool. And it was awesome just seeing the devs and the creator of the game, James White, and all the devs like Jason Chung, Chris Gehring, and then you see the community with Matt Rogers and Nick Holding and all those other guys that I need to know the names of. come together and play the game they love and stream it online for the rest of the world to see. Because, yeah, it's hard for me to go to New Zealand when I'm in the U.S. And what's crazy too is I watched for 8.5 hours, and you would think after 8.5 hours of my ass on the seat, I would just get okay. That's good. It's ending. No, I wanted more. I was like, well, give me more. Well, what's the next game? Well, what are we doing next? And yeah, and I don't know, and that's why I'm saying that the Blitz-a-thon event was amazing. Legend Story Studios, thank you for holding this event. I mean, this is just an amazing thing to watch streamed online, and whatever feedback you get, like just know, like I hope they know that I just want them to do this more. I want this to go in, I want to see more streams like this. I want more content like this because this is pure gold in Bronze's book, and yeah, I look forward to many more Blitzathons and other events streamed online because it was awesome, and I can't really ask for more. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you watch it because it's really cool. Have a good one.